90 minutes. 90 minutes. Sec 1 from Outram Secondary School. I'm gonna put 1 first, but I'm gonna come back later. Okay, going to question 7. Oh shit, I got 20 more minutes. I got 10 minutes left. I'm not sure that I can complete the paper. So, that happened. As you might have saw, I couldn't complete it. And so, as with all exam papers, now I want to mark it to see how much I get, because there is a criteria of me having to pass this exam before I continue on with Sec 2, Sec 3 and so on. But the interesting thing is this. Outram didn't give me the answer sheets. So for me, I want to use this as an invitation to see whether I can comprehend it with the help of technology. So I'm going to use my phone, check the answers, and then of course I'm going to pass this over back to Outram Secondary School, and then they can validate my scores to see whether it's accurate or not. And 35 marks is what I need, because it's overall 70 marks. So okay, without further ado, let's try that. Segment 1 and Segment 2, they're both MCQs though. That helps me because it gives me the aid of character recognition. But a lot of luck and a little bit of radical deduction is how I will sum up my Section 1. 马华摔了一跤. So for question 1, I kind of just guessed it because I didn't really know what the actual word was. Yeah, 马华摔了一跤，身上沾满了泥土. Okay, I'm going to skip question 2 first. I'm going to go question 3 and then come back. 爸爸不管工作多么忙. Now, third one I knew. Third one was 忙碌. And I know that based on how I answered question 3. I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, 忙碌. Then I just continue already. So, apart from question 3, everything else I was half confident with. Question 2 I can read, but I'm not sure what's the answer. Question 5 on the other hand, I actually have no idea what it is trying to say. Number 5 I got right just because of circumstances of the other questions. So that shouldn't have worked at all. Okay, so for Segment 2, it's a lot on the 成语. And 成语 I prepared a little bit more because I knew that the secondary school papers were going to be more biased to that. Like question 6 is 主哦. I still don't know how to read this, but like the textbook got say 主啦. So, and one of the other good things is that Segment 2 only gave me 2 options rather than 4. And I could read more than half of them. So like for question 6, I already knew that it was 榴莲忘翻. Okay, going to question 7. And for 7 as well, so I have confidence that I got it right as well. Question 8, this one was the one that I wasn't really sure. A meeting is over, then 大家马上就... okay. I chose the second option only because the first one makes no sense to the context. And so I think I would get this right. Question 9 and question 10, I am confident I'm getting these both right because both of them are direct cutouts from the textbook itself. I'm going to skip segment 3 first because it's writing. So I go section 4 first. 有位客人到方才能 something 的药物出说. Fill in the blank challenges. I just want to breeze through this relatively quickly because when I'm able to understand the context of the story, it puts me up in a position to succeed, especially if you give me multiple choice. 看到了吧？这就是心理暗示的伟大. For question 18, this is the one that I'm confident with my answer, and you have 用处、作用、用途、作为. I knew that 作为 is out, so it immediately becomes 3 options. But if I use it in a sentence, 像你要买这个相机，它的最大的功能，这个就是它的. When I say it, the first thing that came to mind was 用处. You think it's 2? So let's see what in terms of like Blacko, what it says in terms of definition. I think you may be right. Okay. Segment 5 is MCQ. Unlike primary school, rather than 1, they give you 3 passages to comprehend. But not only that, they are asking you questions to test whether you actually understand the story or not. 最适合为广 告的标题。For question 21, based on my own justification, I feel that it should be number 1.
Reading, right? To me, 21 I choose.
Okay, wait. So option 2 is,
托儿计划最集权。
which I didn't consider this option because I couldn't read it. Based on yours, it feels like the second one makes more sense. Question 22, I feel it's 2. So I think we're both on the same page on this one. What about question 23 and question 24? Okay. Okay, I am going to do the writing now, which is basically section 3. So segment 3, I have 4 questions using the words to form a sentence, which is my weakest area. I don't actually know how to read 11. So once it stops becoming multiple choice and I don't know what's the word, effectively I burn those marks away. So I'm going to skip question 11 first. I'm going to do question 12. I wrote this. 当你在煮菜时，要看好火力，不然后果不堪设想。
What you're implying from this sentence is that
Oh, like the food will be burnt.
yeah, what included was the food will be burnt, which is not enough to justify.
But you're right. Oh, but then these 2 wasted marks. But if I change 2 or 3 of the characters, I will. Okay, but we be fair. So this is wrong. But I know how to make it right, which is good. Section 6 takes up 30 marks of it. But then so that means if you don't do this part well, unless you score perfectly at the start, you effectively fail already. But why is it 4 marks though? Almost all of the segment 6 questions were 4 marks. But I don't know what constitutes the 4 marks. Perhaps in my mind, the obvious thing is, okay, I need 4 pointers or 2 very strong points broken up into cause and effect. Maybe that's the case. So for question 26, I don't know whether it's right or not. What do you think when I say to you the answer?
This deserves a 2.
I think 3 out of 4 lah. I think 3 out of 4. Okay, question 27 over here is 泰国人的不要紧的. Because of all of these small errors, 27 it should be 0. But okay, question 28 and over here I put 泰国人马上把那条蛇其他人的问题感到急.
So answers in Mandarin feels a bit incomplete.
Okay, 1 lor. Okay, what should be 1 lah. Okay, question 29.
I feel like maybe a
2
3
ah.
because I never 2, 3 is up to what 4.
Okay, I give 2 lah. I guess this is the answer. Oh shit, I got 20 more minutes and I don't have my... I still got 1 more. I've tried my best with the first AG, but B, I hardly attempted it because I couldn't even finish reading it in time. At this point, I got 10 minutes left. I'm not sure that I can complete the paper. And so I read it, I read a little bit of the answers, I see what I could do to salvage some marks. Okay, I have 5 marks for segment 1, 5 marks for segment 2, 3 marks for segment 3, 8 marks for section 4, 8 marks for section 5, 9 marks for segment 6. 38 out of 70. Unvalidated. I'm happy with the things I got right, obviously, but if I don't fix all the gaps, there's no way I'm going to pass Sec 2. I'm going to fail quite horribly as well. See, papers are leaving me. But I am hopeful. I would say I am hopeful because we are at the start of a new year and all the challenges and conversations that I have planned for my holistic learning is, I think, a lot more effective than what I've done in 2022. And so I'll optimize my time and my dedication to learning the 成语, 词语 and everything in between, so that when it comes to Sec 2, I think when I pass that, it will be with conviction rather than through circumstance. Yep. So I think that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter. Bye!